The 11th principle of quantum consciousness, you are the tipping point. 1. Consciousness doesn't follow reality, it shifts it. In the quantum framework, it isn't the world that moves and the individual that reacts. It's the individual's consciousness that alters the field. Your awareness, your observation, your energetic state doesn't merely reflect reality, it tips it. Every situation you enter, every emotion you hold, every intention you carry acts like a subtle weight on the scale. Even the smallest shift in presence can reorient the outcome. You are not one among many. You are the axis on which outcomes spin. 2. The butterfly effect of conscious presence. You may think your decisions are small, your emotions insignificant, but in a quantum field where everything is entangled and infinitely sensitive, one clear choice, one shift in perspective, one act of grace can trigger cascades of transformation. A person choosing forgiveness over vengeance dissolves ancestral wounds. A teenager choosing authenticity over popularity alters their generational blueprint. The quantum field responds to sincerity, not scale. You don't need to be loud to be powerful, you just need to be aligned. Model 3. Example, the meeting that changed the mood. Consider someone walking into a tense team meeting where everyone expects conflict. Instead of matching the room's anxiety, they enter grounded, open, and non-defensive. Without a word, the tone begins to shift. People soften. Solutions emerge, not because of authority, but because of frequency. This is the tipping point in action, when one person's coherence recalibrates the chaos around them. The field doesn't resist resonance, it harmonizes with it, and you can be the first to sing in key. 4. Emotional fields await leadership. Groups, families, workplaces, these are all emotional ecosystems seeking equilibrium. When no one is conscious, the field drifts toward dysfunction. But the moment one individual chooses awareness over reactivity, the field begins to reorganize. You don't have to fix everyone. You only need to be coherent. Your centeredness becomes the new gravitational center. Chaos orbits consciousness until it settles. The question is never, why won't they change? The question is, am I willing to hold the frequency long enough to tip the field? 5. Small choices rewire collective futures. You are not responsible for the world's problems, but your alignment directly influences how the world evolves through you. A teacher who chooses compassion over punishment creates ripples that affect hundreds of futures. A parent who heals their shame spares the child from inheriting it. A leader who pauses before reacting sends shockwaves of safety through the organization. The scale may look vast, but reality tips at the pressure point of one choice. Your smallest act of consciousness may be someone else's moment of liberation. Mark 6. Resistance delays the tipping, not the power. Most people hesitate to act from consciousness because they feel outnumbered. They ask, what's the point if no one else is aware? But this logic belongs to the Newtonian world of mass and momentum, not the quantum field. In the quantum world, it is alignment, not volume, that shifts outcome. A single atom can destabilize an entire structure. Likewise, one aligned human centered in clarity can redirect a relationship, a classroom, or a cultural current. The tipping point doesn't require backup, it requires bravery. 7. Tipping the inner field first. You can't shift outer reality without tipping your inner field first. When your thoughts are incoherent, your energy leaks. When your beliefs are contradictory, your actions stutter. But when your inner field aligns, when your body, mind, heart, and intention synchronize, you become a transmitter. You don't have to convince, you don't have to control, you simply resonate. Reality around you reshapes itself, not through dominations, but through entrainment. The most powerful tipping point is not external, it's the one that stabilizes within. 8. Time doesn't delay impact in the quantum field. In linear time, change looks slow, but in quantum reality, shifts happen instantly once the tipping point is reached. You may speak truth for years with no visible shift, then one conversation changes everything. You may meditate for months with no clear sign, and then one insight dismantles decades of confusion. The key is not to force the tipping, it is to embody the frequency long enough for the unseen to reorganize. When the field is ready, the dominoes fall fast. 9. Living as the pivot, not the passenger. To embody this principle is to stop waiting for the world to change and realize that you are where change begins. You stop saying someone should and begin saying, I am. You stop mirroring dysfunction and begin transmitting coherence. You stop echoing fear and start whispering truth. In every room you enter, every system you touch, every moment you hold presence, you are tipping the field. You are not here to be swept by the current. You are here to shift its course.